Hello everyone. So here I am sharing another bit about my journey with Gita. Bhagavad Gita journey started a little later after this came in my life, and I have noticed several people share this. Many of serious seekers have begun their search, have begun their journey in spirituality with Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. This is where it started for me too. Before I got into Bhagavad Gita, this is what started it all. I mean all. So the first time when I went to Calcutta was when I was 10. And my father had gotten 2 volumes of Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. I'm showing the older volume on purpose first. This is the second volume, and there was another one. This is the 1985 edition. I cherish this book, and what had happened was the volume 1 that came with this, someone had taken it from my parents' house. My dad and mom either gave it to somebody or they took it and never returned it. So I had to replace it with one of the new books for volume 1. But I was 10 when I went to Dakshineshwar, and then I saw Kali's temple, and I knew all about Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda when I was 10 years old. I remember asking my parents, who are these auntie and uncle? I addressed them that way. And then I did not know much about them. They got me those small Thus Spake Sri Ramakrishna's books at that time. Some child-friendly stuff from the mutt. After I came back, I saw these 2 books lying at home and never been drawn to touch them. It was not until I was 15 I was drawn to this, and I started to read this entire both volumes, and I was transformed. I cried, I laughed, and this was something that really put me in the spiritual journey, so to speak. After reading these 2 books is when I started to read Bhagavad Gita. So I was 15 when I read these, and I always reread these. I go back to these several times, especially volume 2, a lot more. I have until recent times gotten back to these books whenever I felt that my faith wasn't strong enough and I'm losing hold. I always go back to Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. I watch videos of readings of this in the mutts in the United States. So this is something that's a staple at home. So this was when I was 15, and then when I was 19 or so, I think 18 or 19, I don't remember, that's when I picked up my first copy of Bhagavad Gita. In the next video, I would share some of the versions of Bhagavad Gita that I have. There is no need for having many versions. There is only one Gita required, and it's about the study, and it's not about how many you have. But it so happened in my life that I started with one, and then I was gifted some, and then I bought some out of my own curiosity. My study got deeper and deeper, and I started to refer to many versions and took good things out of each of them, highlighted them, brought them into my journals and things like that. So it so happened that I branched into several versions of them, and I would like to share all those versions in my next video. Hope you enjoyed this. This is a very good book. If someone is serious about spirituality, they really want to know the answers, and if someone is in Bhakti Yoga especially, and they would like their faith to be strengthened, this is something that you can always go to. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the source of surrender and compassion, and looking at all paths with equal respect, and knowing that all paths lead to God. This is something that's proven. Like he practiced all the paths and came to a conclusion with absolute certainty that everything leads to God. And this is something that you will learn in these two books. I would always think, if I had not read any books at all, and if I had not gotten into any study or lecture or anything, these two alone would definitely save me. That's what I always think. And I'm still sad about having lost the first volume, but nevertheless, this one's really precious to me. So this is highly recommended for someone that really wants to get into spirituality. It does not matter what religion you belong to. It's all about how we relate to God, how strong our faith is, how much of our search is for the real thing, and how undistracted we are. And that's something that I always draw out of these books. This is where it all started, and this led to my journey with Bhagavad Gita. Hope you like this, and I'll meet you in my next video very soon.